Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and once again it is time for my client Demi's vlog. And it's been just a little bit. He got sick in the middle of the training week, had to take, half a week to a week off from training, but we're back in the rotation. This will be his second vlog. We have an unsanctioned event coming up. We have a local deadlift meet that we're getting ready for him, and then we're going to get a bigger meet out of the way later this year. But we're kind of base building him back up. Again, he's not a real advanced powerlifter yet. He does deadlift over 5 plates. So he's got a good deadlift, but we have to work on this other stuff. So we started his training week off with the floor press. He got up to 105 kilograms on the floor press for a training max. Then afterwards, I kept his supplemental work pretty simple. Just some floor press, barbell rows, plate front raises, and some floor skull crushers. All right, and we didn't get a lot of his max effort day footages in just due to, his schedule and everything going on, getting sick and all of that. But we got a lot more footage for the dynamic effort days. So for max effort lower, we did a deficit deadlift. This is 220 kilograms, so that's a 5-plate deficit pull. Again, it's about 20 kilos under what his current max deadlift is, which, again, taller lifters on deficits to be expected. All right, supplemental work. I have him do chin-ups on this day. Again, a lot of focus on upper body because really he needs a lot more upper body thickness. His bench and everything lags behind his lower body stuff, particularly behind his deadlift. He has a lot of frame. He's a tall, lanky guy. We've got to get him filled out. Got to get him filled out. So we did chins, we do good mornings, we do split squats, we do abs. It's just stuff that we knock out of the way here. Now, good mornings, he's actually decently strong at these, but again, considering what he deadlifts, it's no surprise he's pretty respectable at these, right? He's up past 2 plates for his rep work, 2 plates and some change. Again, right about what I would expect. For guys who are deadlifting in the low 500s. And that's something that comes up with good mornings too. People who start doing them like, wow, here's my good morning is, what's a respectable number? And then I start giving them numbers. They're like, oh, I got to be a lot stronger at these. I'm like, yep. I mean, to put into context, I believe the most you guys have seen me do for a 10-rep set on a good morning for me was in the high 300s, about 390 pounds or so. I've done that for 10 reps. I've maxed with 550 pounds on a good morning. That's what you expect for a low 600s deadlifter. Context. Okay. If you're going to do good mornings, you need to get strong at them. All right, his dynamic effort bench day, we did speed bench, which we're doing with straight weight because he's doing most of his training at home right now. He does have access to a gym, a commercial gym, and he does work out of a gym, but right now he's doing a lot of his stuff at home for his own reasons. So we're training at home. We're filming everything at home for now, and I think eventually a lot of this stuff will transfer over to the gym itself, but that's okay. We have enough equipment at his little home studio that we can make it work, and I can get him stronger. And again, something I'm used to doing as a coach. Sometimes you have your clients who have to deal with the basics, and we make it work. You'd be surprised how strong you can get with good programming, all of this stuff sorted, picked carefully with limited equipment. All right, so on this day we do, after the speed benching, we do floor presses, we do barbell rows, right, which are done off the floor. We do floor skull crushers, which I did get some footage of those this time. And I like floor skull crushers. You almost never see me do them. I have done them. I've done them on camera in the past. And I certainly like the exercise. I just use a lot of other stuff. I really like JM presses for myself. So you tend to see me do more stuff like that. But these are a great movement. And as Antonio will point out, I have him do a lot of these too. So I do have some of my lifters do these. But again, it's just dependent upon what equipment they have, how their elbows feel, things like that. But for Demi, I may take him over to JM presses coming up here soon. Again, JM presses also work great for people with very, very limited equipment. Because you're already going to have a bench, you already have a barbell, right? course, we can do them on the floor also if we have to. Then, of course, we do plate front raises. Although I do want him to get a little stronger at these. I feel like he should be using, a little bit more weight on these, but he's just now adding the movement in, and we'll get there. All right, after our dynamic effort upper day, we did dynamic effort lower day to finish the week off. And starting out, we have speed box squats. Now, I do want him to work on the speed on these. Overall, he braces well. He has a good eccentric control, which again, he's strong at good morning, so we would expect that. Right? A strong good morning will usually transfer to good control on a box squat and the ability to sit back decently well, which you're seeing displayed right there. I do want him to be a little more explosive on these. Right? Some of them are more explosive than others. I think this clip that I got, he's a little more explosive. Some of the others not quite as much. But that's what we want to really work on speed squats. Is bracing, control on the way down, but then when you come up, you need to explode violently. Of course, then we do conventional speed pulls. Then we do the same movements we did before, which are chin-ups, good mornings, split squats. And, we usually throw in some extra ab work and things like that. But again, make it work with the equipment that we have. We make it work. And we have enough stuff to do this, and these will work. You can get stronger off these movements. Because, again, we have a solid hip hinge movement. We have a solid squatting type movement with lower axial loading using split squats. All right. Additional back work in the form of chins. Right. We have everything that we need. Everything that we need to continue to make progress. So again, you can carefully select movements that you have in a limited environment. It's nice to have all the fancy stuff. It's nice to have the bands. It's nice to have the chains, specialty bars, reverse hypers. I wish we all had access to all that stuff. But you don't have to have it to get strong and jacked. It just gives you a little better ways to bring up weak points easier, things that give you better stimulus to fatigue, less overuse. But we can get by with the basics. And we can do it for a real long time. Again, if you program and train intelligently. Of course, then you'll see us finish up here with the split squats, and he does have a safety squat bar for us to utilize for that, and so we do. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I'll talk to you guys next time.